Good morning, Meridian, and welcome to Business Buzz, sponsored by TDS Fiber. Joining me this morning is Teresa Digiuseppe with the Joint Chiropractic. Got to get that the D in there.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So the Joint Chiropractic. How and when did you get started with the Joint?
So I am from Arizona, and my husband he had needed a chiropractor, and he had walked into one of the first joint clinics that opened in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we are not chiropractors. So when he walked into this clinic, he was amazed, and he saw the vision. It's a walk-in chiropractic. It's affordable, no appointments, so it's convenient. And he couldn't believe that such a simple model existed. And he called me on the phone after he had left and said, I know what we're going to do. And so for us, we came from the mortgage industry. We had not ever owned a chiropractic business, but that's how it started. I mean, it was just the fact that he walked into a joint clinic, and there happened to be opportunity in Arizona to open more clinics, and that's what we did. So we opened our first clinic
in Arizona
in 2011.
So the Joint Chiropractic is a franchise or type of business in the chiropractic field. What were the factors that led you to decide to? You mentioned the Arizona businesses you opened. What led you to decide on Idaho as an opportunity?
So the nice thing about Arizona and Idaho is that you don't have to be a chiropractor to own a chiropractic clinic. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we hire chiropractors, the best out there, and we have about 2 chiropractors per clinic, and it's a walk-in model. And the fact that we got the opportunity to come to Idaho was the fact that it was open. And my husband and I took the chance. We had never been to Idaho, and we flew out here on a whim, and it is where we live now. We are opening our 6th joint clinic in less than 2 years in Caldwell. So it's a phenomenal model. It just works.
Yeah. You mentioned briefly earlier mortgage industry. So what is yours and your husband's professional background? Entrepreneurs looking for opportunities. Tell me a little bit more about your professional background.
So I think nowadays, people are always thinking about a plan B. I think you need to in life, or, if you don't feel like you found your purpose. And I had worked 20 years in the mortgage industry. My husband still today works in the mortgage industry full time. It's actually what kind of keeps us going and growing. But the fact that my mortgage industry, I had quit my job to run my clinics, but I'm not a chiropractor. I didn't realize I was an entrepreneur until I got into the thick of things. And then I love the challenge. I love that there's no cap. So my background is a mortgage, but this catapulted my life into a completely different way.
I mean, I'm learning about your business as we're sitting here talking a little bit earlier this morning. It sounds like a pretty good business model because, sometimes the chiropractors aren't really great at running a business. They just want to treat their patients and things. Sounds like you run the business side of things and help establish the operations, and they can just focus on their patients.
That's exactly it. Because when we got into this, we had bought 3 licenses, never in a million years thinking we were going to have 16. And that's what we have today. And so I realized that I had to learn to run a business. Because I'm not a chiropractor, and I think people doubted the fact that I could do what I do. But then they realized that they weren't business owners, and they just wanted to do what they do best. They were given a gift with the joint model. That's what they do. They treat. They don't have to market. They don't have to pay the rent. They don't have to manage the people. That's my job. And so what's phenomenal about the joint is that we provide opportunity for chiropractors, but not only chiropractors, for, my whole team that helps me run the day to day. Over the 16 clinics started as wellness coordinators, and that's your front desk.
Okay.
And so my passion came from taking these wellness coordinators and building them up. So now they are leaders. Now they are marketing managers. Now they are, regional developers. I mean, so that is where my passion is with the Joint, is the fact that we're more than just chiropractic. We are something bigger and grander for people never in a million years thinking that they could start somewhere and now they have a career.
Yeah. You mentioned it a couple of times. Tell me a little bit more about the walk-in model.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most places you've got to schedule an appointment far in advance. How many, people can you usually see on any given day?
So we are open 10 to 7 Monday through Friday, and we're also open Saturday and Sunday. Not all clinics are open Sunday, but it's a walk-in clinic, so there are no appointments. So for people that have a busy life day to day, or just can't get in to see a chiropractor, they're in pain. What's phenomenal about the Joint is they walk in at any time. And so they can be seen and by a licensed chiropractor, and they're in and out within 10, 15 minutes. And that's what's awesome about the Joint. And not to mention, it is a membership model. And when you are a member of one Joint, you are a member of 700 joints nationwide.
Okay.
So that's a pretty awesome thing about what we do.
Okay. Teresa, what is your greatest satisfaction you get from being a part of the Joint Chiropractic?
So my journey has been hard, like all entrepreneurs. I mean, we started in 2011, and, it's what I have become on this journey. And I had to really learn how to be a leader. I had to learn how to run a team, how to run a business. And that took a lot of me. And that was me responsible for, how I was going to make this dream come true. And so over this journey, I realized that I cannot give what I don't have. And so a big part of my success is what I've done on a daily basis. And that's just focus on my personal growth.
Okay. So building on that, what has been the key to this, you're reaching this level of success? I mean, 16 franchises across 2 states, getting ready to open another franchise here in Idaho. What do you, as an entrepreneur, what do you think has been the biggest key to your success?
Staying in my strength zone. What I do on a daily basis, like I said, 45 minutes a day, I focus on my personal growth. What I can do to make not only myself better, but my team better. And that is crucial if you want to succeed in life. I mean, people don't realize they focus so much on the business and they don't focus on themselves. And you cannot grow a business without growing yourself and growing your team. And so it has to start with you. I mean, to be an entrepreneur, you have got to get better. And that's when I realized that if I wasn't going to go get better myself, I would continue to cap my team, cap my business. And as soon as I was able to raise the lid of my leadership, it's called the law of the lid, things completely transformed, completely changed. So it is my mission to continue to get better every day, because your life will compound. Your success will compound. It's just a pretty phenomenal feeling.
Yeah. So I think you've got some specials to share with us.
Mm-hmm.
So here is a special. Tell us a little bit about your new patient special.
So our new patient special is $29, and you can go into any Joint clinic nationwide and get the $29 intro, and you get a consultation with the chiropractor, and you get an adjustment, and that's everywhere. That doesn't go away. So and that is for you. And like I said, it's a walk-in. So be sure to check the microsites, check the hours. But that's a pretty phenomenal special.
We have something else you wanted to share with us. Why the Joint? What's different about the Joint Chiropractic? I mean, you've shared a little bit about, the business model, why you got involved in it, but why the Joint Chiropractic? What's maybe a little bit different about the services you provide your patients?
So I think, so many people are so busy nowadays and they're running around and, taking their kids to sports, and they're in pain and they continue to put it off because they don't realize that, you could just walk into a joint clinic and get adjusted and feel better. And that's what we're here for. We're convenient, we're affordable, but that's what makes us so awesome, is that for those mothers, for anyone out there that's so busy, just stop in after work, stop in on a Saturday and get adjusted, get out of pain. You don't have to live with it. And that's what makes the joint awesome.
Okay. So where's the Joint Chiropractic located here in Meridian?
So we have off Fairview and Records, and then we also just opened 10 Mile and Chinden in the Costco parking lot. So, yep.
Excellent. Well, Teresa, thank you so much
You're
for joining
so
us today.
welcome.
I really do appreciate you, and so happy you're part of the Meridian Chamber family and have established your business here in our community.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So join us this Friday when we're joined by Curtis Simmons with Naturopathic Medicine of Idaho. Also, next week is June, so be sure and join us for our First Friday event, June 3rd. Until then, have a great week, Meridian. Thank you.